Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to Popondetta Park here in Mount Druitt, the heart of Western Sydney. This is round 7 of NPL New South Wales Women's. Thank you very much. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Popondetta Park from Mount Druitt, NPL New South Wales Women's. Cool. It is the battle of the cultures here in the heart of Western Sydney. The Western Sydney Rangers, who are currently 12th on the premiership table, representing the pride of the western suburbs, going up against the pride of the North Shore, the Northern Tigers, who are currently 8th on the premiership table. It is going to be a fascinating contest for two sides that are looking for some form as we're approaching the first third of the season. Good afternoon, Connor McNally with you for this round 7 match of NPL New South Wales Women's. It's a beautiful afternoon as we're going into darkness this evening. And let's go through the lineups for these two sides. As I said, they are needing a win after losses last week. Firstly, for Fingerity's Northern Tigers, this is their starting 11. The goalkeeper is Anna Norton in number 1. Number 4 is Isabella Keach. Number 5, Amelia Feeney. Bo Burton comes into the side in jersey number 7. And Amelia Feeney will be actually wearing the captain's armband in the first half. Ellie Head is in number 9, Charlotte Mortlock in number 10, Beth Bernardi in number 14, Rosie Ewan in number 15, Chloe Wellendale in 17, Tegan Douglas in 19, and Tanae Morris in 23, with a substitute Saffron Grass coming back for her first match of 2026 in number 8, the captain Lily McMahon in number 11, Sophia Paz 27, Mia Hunt in 33, Olivia Meacock in 34, Claire Fulton, who will be looking to make her debut in first grade today, in 47, and Olivia Riddell, the substitute goalkeeper, in number 99. For the Western Sydney Rangers, they're coached by Milan Jovanovic, and this is their starting 11. The goalkeeper is Brianna Clark in number 3. Number 2 is Holly Williams. Jakili Hook, number 6. The captain today is Alexandra Hun in number 7. Despina Vasiliadis, in number 9. Trista Serda in number 10. Maria Mostagimi in number 12. Rakaya Alfaraja is in number 33. Charlotte Page Johnson in 46. Trudy Camilleri, number 57. And Gabriella Silva in number 99. The substitutes are Susanna Peacock, the substitute goalkeeper, in number 1. Asaya Zareka in number 4, Jarella Butros number 8, Isabel Zogby in number 15, Sienna Gargahan in number 22, Claire Holder in 23, and Isabella Preston in 25. The referee for today's match is Brady Fisher. Liam Wall and Anara Banks are the assistant referees for this round 7 fixture. We'll give you around the ground scores of all the matches that have happened so far this weekend. As we're underway, it'll be the Western Sydney Rangers that will be going right to left of your monitors for this first half, as Trudy Camilleri has been challenged by Bo Burton already. Down to Horton, the captain for today, taking over the captain's role from Renee Kustanovska, who ended up injured late last week. As here's a chance for Morris, as she was trying to steal the ball away from the Western Sydney Rangers, which is the Northern Tigers, of course. And it will be Amelia Feeney that will come in as the captain today for Shadeen Evans, who will not be playing in today's match. An early opportunity now for the Northern Tigers to strike as Camilleri tries to block that one away. Burton tried to free head of that, but caught quickly by Brianna Clark for the Western Sydney Rangers, formerly the Mount Druitt Town Rangers last season, but a brand new name, brand new look. It's a very optimistic outlook for the Rangers this year as Burton tries to come in to steal the ball away. He's now been stolen away by Morris. Bernardi now kicks it back to Izzy Keach. Northern Tigers have had a solid start to the season. Got a win in the opening round against the Gleysville Ravens as Ellie Cook quickly passes it. Here's a chance now for the Tigers. Bowden with the strike, but it's been blocked by the Rangers. I should have said Burton. My apologies to Bo. And now Trudy Camilleri challenges with Douglas. In fact, it was, looks like it might have been Izzy Keach. It was. Camilleri passes it now to Silva. Silva passes it backwards now to Charlotte Page Johnson. Hung has to go across to the eastern side of the field. Already applying the pressure are the Tigers. Western Sydney looking to get a strong start here. Down to Johnson now. She'll play the advantage. She dribbles it, looking to get around Rosie Ewan. Here comes, well, it's been deflected away by the Tigers, and they'll kick it towards open space. I was looking to find the captain today in Alexandra Hun, and that'll be a throw into the home side. As I mentioned, Renee Kustanovska not playing today. She suffered a late match injury last week in their 4-1 loss to Apia Leichhardt. But it's also been a good time for Renee to reset the batteries a little bit. She's gone on holiday There's a challenge with the ball there, and it will be a Rangers ball. Came off the feet there of Tanae Morris. And we wish Renee all the very best in her holiday at the moment, as Camilleri was trying to steal that one away from Morris there. And it'll be kicked back to Brianna Clark there from Trista Serta. Bernardi. Now to Ellie Head, who already has scored 2 goals this year. Brings it inside the 18-yard box. Tries to defend that one away from Serta. Head once more with the ball. Weighs up short options. Down now to Feeney. Stolen away by the Rangers, but they get it back, the Tigers. Feeney will pass it. Was looking to pass it there to Charlotte Mortlock, and Lottie was ready to take the pass, but foul conceded by the Tigers, and it'll be a free kick to the Rangers. Some of the results from the matches so far this weekend in NPL New South Wales Women's. Early this afternoon, Bulls FC Academy drew with the Western Sydney Wanderers, who are on track to get another win on the table. Coming into the match second in the Premiership, but they finished with a 1-1 draw. Challenge now for the ball for Burton. She passes it now to Rosie Ewan, but challenged there by Silva. And now they'll reset the play here, the Tigers. Down now to Feeney. Along the eastern side of the ground. Lottie Mortlock with the ball. Passes it to Ellie Head. Well, she was looking to pass it to Ellie Head, but Williams comes in to deflect that one away. It will be a throw-in now to the Tigers. Free-headed there by Holly Williams. So as I said, 1-1 to the draw today between Bulls FC Academy and the Western Sydney Wanderers. There was a match last night in NPL New South Wales Women's. Rangers steal the ball away from the Tigers, but head it back. Ellie Head with the ball. Intercepted there by Serta. Serta passes it now to Vasiliadis. But that will be a throw into the Northern Tigers. So in NPL New South Wales Women's yesterday, just the one match between the last place NWS Spirit and Illawarra Stingrays, and it's been a pretty rough week for Spirit fans, of course, having lost the first 6 games on the trot. They had their first grade coach depart, and despite having a new interim coach coming into the side, still no joy for Spirit FC. 7 losses on the trot, losing to the Illawarra Stingrays yesterday 2-0. Be a throw into the Rangers. Kicked away. Now being chased by Williams and Morris. Morris will play the advantage. Head ready to get herself into position, but she'll pass it back. She was looking to pass it back to Lottie Mortlock, but just mistimes that, and will be a throw into the Rangers. And they'll play the advantage as they have their first chance. It's through Alfaraja, and just goes across the face of the Northern Tigers goal, and Anna Norton can breathe a sigh of relief that it didn't go inside the goal. But Raquel Alfaraja applying the first bit of pressure to the Northern Tigers for the Western Sydney Rangers. Free-headed away. And it was kicked there by Alfaraja. Goes over the top of the crossbar. It will be a goal kick to the Tigers. Been watching quite a bit of the social media content by some of the NPL New South Wales women's teams, particularly the Northern Tigers, and Anna Norton providing plenty of free-range comedy as we have been watching over the last few weeks. Burton now has the ball. Was passing it to Rosie Ewan. Comes off Trudy Camilleri, wearing 57 this year, in tribute to her beloved 57 Chevy. She is a car nut, Trudy Camilleri. Her and her partner of many years. Of course, they run a smash repair business in Western Sydney. Here's a chance now for Ellie Head. Quickly pass it now to Lottie Mortlock on the edge of the 18-yard box. Mortlock strikes, but it's deflected away. A chance now for Morris to steal it. Gets caught up in the melee in the process, and it will be a goal kick to the home side. So matches happening right now. Sydney University taking on the Macarthur Rams right now at Sydney University Sports Ground. About 4 minutes gone. 0-0 the score between Uni and Macarthur. As Ewan has the ball now for the Tigers, down to Bo Burton, the dual co-player in both Super Rugby and football. Who was looking for Ellie Head, but it's been mistimed there. And the Rangers get the ball back, but beautifully stolen back there by Chloe Wallendale, former Newcastle Jet. Burton will play the advantage. Hood will deflect that one away from Burton, her opposite number. Bernardi. And now it will be played by Johnson. Ooh, headed there. A falcon there by Rosie Ewan, but it plays into the advantage of the Tigers there. Keach down to Feeney. Wallendale ready to take the pass. She'll do so, but it's been chased quickly there by Serta. And that'll be a throw into the Tigers. Tigers applying the pressure early here at Poppenditta Park. It's great to have your company here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. As the lights are getting turned on now here on a beautiful Sunday night as we're approaching the end of autumn. Afaraja being challenged now by Wallendale. Ball now to Moira Mostagimi. Both Mostagimi and Camilleri coming from the Uni of New South Wales last season, when they of course made finals football for the first time, the Uni of New South Wales. Congratulations to them. Made it to the semi-final against RPL Leichhardt, but couldn't extend much further than that. Challenge now for Morris, but foul conceded by the visitors, and the Rangers get another free kick. I was very surprised that both Mostagimi, who came from the Uni of New South Wales via Bankstown City when they were in the women's competition, NPL New South Wales women's that is, and Camilleri were let go by the Uni of New South Wales because they provided some really explosive firepower last year. But here they are with the Western Sydney Rangers as the Rangers get held back a little bit. Well, they thought they got held back a little bit, but they concede a foul in the process, and it will be a free kick to the Northern Tigers, taken by the number 4, Isabella Keach. And Garrity barking instructions down in the bunker just below us, as is Milan Jovanovic, as Keach comes in, but that one will go too wide of the right goalpost there. And will be a goal kick to the home side. So as I said, 0-0 score between Sydney Uni and Macarthur Rams, whilst over at the Village Green. 9 minutes gone. Uni of New South Wales leading the Cladesville Ravens, who won last week against Manly United 2-1. Currently the score is 0-0. Manly and Hills United, they played their game earlier this afternoon at 3 o'clock, and Manly bouncing back from their loss last week to Gladesville to beat Hills United, last year's Football New South Wales League 1 champions and premiers, 2-0 as Head plays the advantage. She'll strike it across, looking for Morris, but it will hit the netting there, the side netting of the goal there for the Western Sydney Rangers. So an attempt there by the Tigers to try and do a cross kick towards Tanae Morris, but just didn't quite work out. Camilleri strikes it down now to Johnson. Gets around Ewan. Now it'll be Silva. Silva will kick it long. She was looking for Alfaraja, but will find pretty much no man's land and into the safe feet there of Anna Norton for the Tigers. And earlier this afternoon, RPL Leichhardt continue their dominance in NPL New South Wales Women's for season 2026. 7 wins on the trot, winning 2-0 over Sydney Olympic. So those are the scores currently after it has been an entertaining round so far. Johnson now to bring the ball back into play for the Rangers. Good free header there by Morris, but it will be taken by Hung. And that will be a goal kick to the Western Sydney Rangers. Burton looking to find Morris, but that will go out. Another free throw in there to Northern Tigers. Bernardi being challenged there by Camilleri. Spins around. Here's a chance now. Morris, but it's been deflected away by, well, it looked like it was Horn, but referee Brady Fisher said it came off the feet of the Tigers and it will be a goal kick to the Western Sydney Rangers. Last time these two sides meet was late last season, near the end of the regular season of the Premiership, and it ended up being a 2-2 draw between these two sides. It was played at Blackman Park out in Lane Cove. It was a Tigers home game. It was originally scheduled to be played at North Turramurra, but due to some pretty heavy rain that happened during much of last winter, it was played at Blackman Park. It was a catch-up game as well, and the Rangers were on track to win that match as well. But Bo Burton and Amy Longhurst came back in the second half with some pretty spectacular goals. As Camilleri wins the ball now for the Rangers, she'll pass it now down to Silva. Silva will have a chance. She'll kick it cross field, looking for Alfaraja, but it's been kicked away and foul conceded by the home side. It will be a Tigers ball. So no love lost between these two sides, particularly after that match. I think it was round 20 last season. It was a catch-up match. It was a very wet night. I'm not going to lie to you because I was there for that one. Nonetheless, the Western Sydney Rangers, when they were then known as Mount Druitt Town Rangers, did make it into finals football, along with RPL Leichhardt, Bulls FC Academy, and of course Uni of New South Wales. Bernardi quickly passes it back to Norton to settle the play. Pass it down now to Rosie. Here's a chance now for Camilleri. They have the ball back. Silva. Down now to Mostagimi. Afaraja. Here's a chance now for the Rangers, but blocked away there by Misabella Keach and had to react quickly. Luckily, that one did not go into the Tigers' own goal there, and giving the Rangers first bite of the cherry for the lead here. It will be a corner to the Western Sydney Rangers. And Gabriella Silva will take the free kick. The corner kick, I'm sorry. Silva goes over the top, been palmed away there by Anna Norton. It'll be another corner, this time to be taken by the former A-League star in Trudy Camilleri, having played for the Western Sydney Wanderers and of course Sydney FC. For this year, for Camilleri to return home to the Western Sydney Rangers, because she played for them in 2024 when they were in League One, because they won the premiership that year. They come in now. Free headed away by the Tigers. Here's a chance now. Oh, good header by Tanae Morris. Open space, but they find instead Charlotte Page Johnson down to Camilleri again. She's looking to palm it off now to Alfaraja. Alfaraja plays the advantage near the northwestern corner. She'll strike it long. Well, was looking for Despina Faciliadis to header that one into the back of the net, but instead it's being played there by Mostagimi. She passes it down to Alfaraja. Now Williams. But it'll be a throw in now to the Northern Tigers. So the Tigers can breathe a little bit of a size of relief. 2 corners by the Western Sydney Rangers, and they've been able to fight on. Stolen away by Lottie Mortlock, but Rangers get the ball back. Burton now. Challenged successfully by the Rangers, but in fact it wasn't Bo Burton. Now here's a chance for the Rangers. Alfaraja strikes. On target, but Anna Norton denies Rikea Alfaraja the opportunity to put the first goal on the board for the home side. The wind's picked up a bit. Camilleri was trying to free head of that. Instead it will find the head there of Bo Burton. And it will be a throw into the Rangers for Charlotte Page-Johnson. Ewan, as does Izzy Keach. Her challenge for the ball now. Long kick. Looking to find Tanae Morris, but Charlotte Page-Johnson, well, she was looking to quickly pass that to the captain, Alex Hun, but it'll be a throw into the visitors. Coming into this weekend, as I said at the beginning of the round, Tigers 8th on the premiership table, 12th for the home side, the Western Sydney Rangers. Tigers have had 2 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses, compared to the Western Sydney Rangers 2 wins, 4 losses. Gets around the leg there of Rosie Ewan. There was Jaquili Hook. Milan Jovanovic not happy with the referee's decision. A foul conceded by the Western Sydney Rangers. It will be a free kick to the visitors, Northern Tigers. Keats comes in, finds the header there of Tanae Morris, and kicked away there by Trista Serta. It's still in play, but there's an issue there for, looks like it's Ellie Head. It is Ellie Head. No, it's not. It's not Ellie Head. I'm sorry. It's Amelia Feeney. So Feeney, she's up and okay. Just took a little bit of wind out of her sails, but thankfully she's okay and she'll get herself back in a position. It will be a goal kick to the Western Sydney Rangers as the sun has set here at Popondetta Park. Silver plays the advantage. Will now be chased and caught by Jaquili Hook. She'll have a strike. She was looking for Alfaraja, but Alfaraja mistimes that. And that'll be a goal kick to the Western Sydney, not the Western Sydney Rangers, to the Northern Tigers. My apologies. Those following in NPL New South Wales men's, it's been a busy weekend, no question. The results so far this weekend sees Marconi beating St George City 2-1. This is round 11 of the competition. Sydney United 58 getting a big win over Spirit FC 3-2, as it'll be a throw into the Rangers. Uni of New South Wales getting a big win over the Western Sydney Wanderers. 2-1 in what has been a pretty rough week for the Wanderers. Of course, for the first time in A-League history, both the women's and men's sides finishing at the bottom of the ladder with the wooden spoon. A lot of soul-searching in 2026-27 for the Western Sydney Wanderers. But they will bounce back, no question about that. Burton will win the advantage. It was mistimed there by the Rangers, but the Rangers steal it back. Down to Bernardi. Bernardi will pass it to Burton, and Ewan will take... Well, she was looking to play the advantage, that little dribble and pass there by the 23-year-old Bo Burton. Ooh, Silver and Ewan almost clashing heads there. Played now by Tegan Douglas, who scored her first goal very recently. Tanae Morris, a few weeks ago, in that 7-1 demolition against Spirit FC, scored 4 goals. Incredible. A great way to make your presence known in NPL New South Wales Women's, as is Tanae Morris. Now, Bernardi, down to Burton. Looking to get past Johnson. She defends the ball successfully. Keach. And now to Tegan Douglas, who played US college football in the last few seasons before coming back to Australia. Tanae Morris playing last season in NPL Queensland Women's before joining the Northern Tigers this year. Ewan now with the ball. Will pass it to Bernardi, one of the veterans of the side. She'll pass it now to Ewan, just on the edge of the 18-yard box. She'll now look to find Tanae Morris, but it's been deflected away there by Camilleri. Other matches played this weekend in NPL New South Wales men's. Saw ST Rangers getting a big win, 1-0 over St George SC. So those are the results so far this weekend in NPL New South Wales men's. And now Ellie Head was looking to try and steal that away and plant that in the back of the net from Brianna Clark, the goalkeeper. Here's a chance now. Burton, she gets the ball back, but it's been stolen away by Camilleri, and it's a foul conceded by the Tigers. It will be a free kick to the Western Sydney Rangers. So Horn comes in. Long kick. The free headed beautifully there by Feeney, the captain. Alfaraja has the ball. She plays the advantage now for the Rangers. Being challenged by Lottie Mortlock. Feeney gets the ball back. Down to Wallendale. Wallendale now to Feeney. Not to Feeney, to Ellie Head. Former Watford FC player. Also had a loan deal with Arsenal in the women's competition, the Women's Super League. And of course, had some great success with Watford before coming to Australia. Scored her first goal on Australian soil in NPL New South Wales Women's back in round 3 against Manly United in that 1-1 draw that was played out. Rangers now will play it. Free headed there by Beth Bernardi. Feeney looking to pass it to Wallendale. She gets it to Wallendale. Former Newcastle Jet. Back to Bernardi. Playing the advantage. Dribbles it up now to Head. Head finds Bernardi. Good pass too. On the edge of the 18-yard box. Looking now for Morris. But coming in there was Clark. And she saves the day for the home side. It was liquid football right up until that point there for the Tigers. But Brianna Clark reacting quickly to save the Rangers' day, as now Alfaraja plays it. She dribbles it up to the 18-yard box. Being chased by Fenn. She'll have a strike. Blocked successfully by Anna Norton. Another chance for the Rangers, but it's been stolen away, kicked away by Wallendale. And that'll be a throw into the Rangers. So both sides have had strikes a goal. With almost 17 and a half minutes remaining in this first half plus stoppage time. It's anyone's match at the moment. Silva Down to Johnson. Coming in there was Burton, but kicked away by Ewan. And that'll be in fact, referee says it was kicked away by it came off the feet of the Rangers, and that'll be a throw into the Tigers. Burton, long kick, looking for Ellie Head. Kun defends the ball for the Raiders, and they'll get the throw in. In fact, the call is it's a Tigers throw in instead. Goes over the head there of Ewan. Camilleri. Good pass there by Silva. Was played to Moskimi. Afaraja pass it back to former Bankstown player, now playing for the Rangers. Mostagimi in the mid-20s. Good steal there by Morris, but the hand in there by Mostagimi, and Mostagimi gets a yellow card for her troubles. Grabbing onto the jersey there of Tanae Morris, and Mostagimi will go into the book. Free kick to the Northern Tigers. And Keach will take the free kick. It's a long kick. Free headed there by Mostagimi. Was looking for Douglas there. And there will be a throw in to the Northern Tigers. Chances are plenty for both of these sides in this first half as we're approaching the half-hour mark and approaching the 31st minute of play. Hope you're enjoying all the action on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. This round 7 fixture. Burton, good pass now to Morris. Looking for Ellie Head. Head will strike it. We'll find the hands there of Brianna Clark. Good strike too by Ellie Head, looking for a third goal of the season. She'll throw it down to Johnson. Johnson has to defend there from Head. Now to Hung. In fact, it will be passed to Holly Williams. Williams goes long. Back to the captain in Hung. Pressure being applied by the Tigers near the 18-yard box. But they still have the ball here through Hook. And Norton kicks it long. She's looking to find Tanae Morris. Came off Holly Williams, but the kick's long there by Clark. Feeney. But Farage has the ball for the Rangers. She'll dribble it up to the 18-yard box. Weighs up her options. She'll now look for Trista Serta, but that will go past the left goal post, and it will be a goal kick to the Northern Tigers. So Serta running along that eastern side of the field, that right edge. Very effective, and we'll see more of that as the match goes on. Down now to Ewan. Pressure being applied by Hook. Has to pass it back now to Izzy Keach. Keach kicks it long. She's looking to find there Tanae Morris. That will go out. In fact, it came off the feet there of the Rangers. So Tigers have to play the ball with that throw in. Down now to Tegan Douglas. Long kick, but intercepted beautifully by the Rangers. They'll play the advantage. Taken back by Bernardi for the Tigers. Douglas now. Burton to Bernardi. Good pass down to Ewan, but mistimes that. It's taken there by Charlotte Page Johnson, and it will be a throw into the home side. It's Silva. Gets around Ewan as Ewan's trying to challenge it. Keeps the ball in play. There's calls that it went out, but it's play on. Burton now passes it. Is looking, well, intercepted there by the Rangers. Down now to Serta. Serta goes on the eastern side to Alfaraja. Alfaraja getting around Feeney. But it will come off the feet of Feeney there. Throw into the home side. Into the 34th minute of play here at Popondetta Park. Still 0-0 the score between the Western Sydney Rangers and Northern Tigers. Both teams looking for a much-needed win. Both of them looking for their third win of the season as well. So, very important for both these sides. Ewan kicks it to the centre of the field, but will find the feet there of the number 9 for the Rangers, Despina Faciliadis. Douglas now. Long kick. Goes over the top there of Paige Johnson. Here's a chance now. Ewan will strike, but will find the safe hands there of Clark. They've had 2 strikes on target in the last few minutes, the Tigers. Johnson brings it back in for the Rangers. Camilleri now to Hook. Being challenged there. Good steal there by Bernardi. Bernardi kicks around the feet there of Mostagimi. Down to Ellie Head. Ed. She'll look to go. Intercepted there by Serta. But headed back by Feeney. Looking for Lottie Mortlock. And the call is by the assistant referee on the eastern side, Anara Banks. That'll be a throw into the home side as Serta brings it back into play. Was looking for Silva. That goes over the top of the head there. We'll give you updates of scores as well as we're approaching half-time. The Uni of New South Wales are in front of the Gladesville Ravens in the 33rd minute of play. 1-0 at the moment. Meanwhile, at Sydney University, still 0-0 the score between Sydney University and Macarthur Rams. And those are the matches to, along with this one, to finish off round 7 of the competition. Throw into Tigers as they're looking for Morris, but comes off the head there, a hook. Mostagimi will play the advantage down to Rakaya Alfaraja. Pass it to Serta. Good pass too. Looking for Camilleri. Just intercepted there. Here's a chance by Mostagimi. Goes to the left of the goalpost and it'll be a goal kick to the Northern Tigers. So just slightly off target there for Mario Mostagimi, but both teams still trying to find their way onto the scoreboard. Still with all the score into the final 10 minutes of this first half. In the 37th minute of play here, plus stoppage time. Douglas. Utilising her skills from her time in college football for Alfaraja. Falling over. Serta is offside. She was lining it up and she was going at a rapid pace as well, but call is offside. And Milan Jovanovic is not happy with the call there by assistant referee Nara Banks. And Liam Wall just telling Jovanovic there the reasons why she was offside. Serta now with the ball. I'm told to apply some pressure on Douglas there. Here's Faciliadis. Serta kicks it long. but just outside the 9-yard box there or the 6-yard box, I'm sorry, for the Rangers. As Norton just lets that one pass through. Morris looks to play the advantage, keep it in play, but it just goes out there. Will be a throw in to the home side. As Hung just kicks one of the other balls out of the way to keep play going. Free-flowing game so far, just the 1 yellow card to Mario Mostagimi for the Rangers. Hung now with the ball. Doing well in the captain's role today. She's done the captain's role once so far this season. Camilleri trying to get around Bernardi. We're in 57 this year. Down to her friend and teammate Mostagimi. Alfaraja. Now to Serta. Alfaraja approaching the 18-yard box. Serta is looking for a chance. They'll go to the side of the net there. And there will be a goal kick to the Northern Tigers. Approaching the 40th minute of play here at Coppendetto Park. Burton now, being challenged by Johnson, looking to get around Camilleri, successfully does. Bernardi spins around. She'll pass it back to Burton. Rookie intercepts and plays it now for the Rangers. Burton, good steal away too. She'll play the advantage down to Lottie Mortlock. Mortlock will now dribble it into Rangers territory. Looks to find Ellie Head. It's been challenged there by Holly Williams. And Head, quick pass. Here's a chance now for Lottie. But the Rangers get it back. Serta plays it. Will now pass it to Faciliatis. And that'll be a throw into the Tigers. Mortlock. Mortlock has really stamped her authority in that number 10 jersey for the Northern Tigers since joining them a few seasons ago. It's great to see her doing very, very well. Tigers to bring the ball back into play on the eastern side. To Head. Calls of handball. And foul conceded by the Tigers. There will be a free kick to the home side as we're now into the final 5 minutes of play before stoppage time. Depending how much stoppage time we have before half time remains to be seen. Camilleri playing the advantage down to Johnson, but Johnson couldn't stop the ball in time to go out on the western side. It will be a throw into Tigers. And I've got to say, taking the wind out of the sails there was Chiquili Hook, putting a body on the line to defend that from Tanae Morris. And she's definitely winded, that's for sure, as the doctor comes in to check her out. Also checking out there is Trudy Camilleri, one of the veterans of the game now, of course, formerly playing in A-League, as I mentioned before, for Sydney FC and the Western Sydney Wanderers. So she knows what it's all about. Of course, played for the Uni of New South Wales. And now there's a confusion for who's got the throw-in now, and it will be a Rangers throw-in. And it will be... is it a Rangers throw-in? I'm pretty sure it's a Rangers throw-in. Yes, it is. And it will be... In fact, it will be a free kick. So the call is it's a free kick, and it will be taken by the captain, Alex Hung. And Hung just near the halfway line. She comes in now. Looking to find Alfaraja. Alfaraja bounces it off her body, now down to Serta. Serta. Quick pass there to Faciliatis, but intercepted there by the Tigers through Feeney. Of course, Lily McMahon, the captain for tonight's match, will be coming on later on this evening. So we're approaching half-time break into the final 2 minutes, or approaching the final 2 minutes of this first half. Keach back to Douglas. Long kick. Looking to find Burton, but that will go out. And Finn Garrity just saying, idea was right there, but just do it again. Keep applying that pressure. As Johnson will now bring the ball back into play for the Rangers. 100 seconds remaining in this first half past stoppage time, as now be played by Hung. He's looking to pass that down to Silva. Tigers with the ball. Down to Johnson for the Rangers. Just couldn't find anyone to pass it to, and it will be in fact, what's the call? It's going to be a throw-in to the Rangers. We're into the final minute now of play, the 45th minute before stoppage time. Silva to Camilleri, and she'll pass it back to Silva, but it will be stolen away and taken up there by Chloe Wellendale. Here's a chance now. Feeney with the ball. Mostagimi takes it back for the Rangers. Now to Lottie Mortlock. Wellendale, former Newcastle Jet. Keach settling the play, just weighing up their options here, the Tigers, as Douglas will now play it. Pass it to Mortlock. Mortlock looking to get around a Ranger player, but passes it back to Douglas. Keach, but finds a Ranger instead. Down to Camilleri with the ball. Looking to get around Ellie Head. Passes it now to Hook. Hook plays it and dribbles it up near the 18-yard box. With Head in tow. Oh, I felt that. I did feel that. You can hear the clash of feet there. And both players going down. That's Kelly Hook. That's the second time that she has found herself in the wars. Also in there was Rosie Ewan, but she's up and okay. So we're now into stoppage time. Ewan. Burton trying to defend the ball for the Tigers. And that will do for half-time. Scores remain locked at 0-0 going into the break here at Popondetta Park. Just the one yellow card to the Western Sydney Rangers, to Maria Mostagimi. But at the moment, scores are 0-0. They've had their chances, both the Western Sydney Rangers and the Northern Tigers. And it will be a fascinating contest in the second 45 minutes coming up here at Popondetta Park. Hope you're enjoying all the action on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Be back in the next 15 minutes for the second half of the action, where the Western Sydney Rangers and the Northern Tigers still battle it out for supremacy here in the clash of the cultures here at Popondetta Park. We'll be back soon on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Hope you're nice and warm and comfortable wherever you're watching on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. It's great to have your company for this second half between the Western Sydney Rangers and the Northern Tigers in the Clash of the Cultures, as Eric Subiano, my co-commentator, mentioned earlier this afternoon in his call between RPA Leichhardt and Sydney Olympic. We're about to get underway here in the second half. Tigers to run right to left of your monitors for the second half as Tanae Morris kicks things underway. Rangers, the home side, left to right of your monitors, heading towards the car park side of the field, heading towards the McDonald's end of the field, if we'd like to call it. So both teams still knew all the score as Lottie Mortlock passes it down to Feeney. In fact, that's Mortlock there. That was Chloe Wallendale. Stolen away by Alfaraja. Down now to Holly Williams. And it will be a Tigers throw-in for Amelia Feeney. We'll give you updates of scores around the grounds very shortly as we get back underway. Goes over the top there of Tanae Morris, and then it will be a goal kick to the home side. So scores at the moment in NPL New South Wales women's, the matches that are playing, plus in men's. Firstly, the match between Sydney University SFC and Macarthur Rams. Half-time break saw Sydney Uni get 2 up on Macarthur Rams, and they lead 2-0 as we're about to get underway in the second half there. Meanwhile, over at Lambert Park in the men's, RPA Leichhardt 3-0 leaders over Sydney Olympic as Maria Mostagimi is on the ground at the moment and not looking in a good way at all. Foul conceded by the Northern Tigers, and it'll be a free kick to be taken by Alex Horn, the captain. Yet to see some substitutions yet for both sides. As Horn kicks it long. And then it'll go out and there'll be a Tigers throw-in. Free headed there by Williams, and again, Tigers get the ball back with that throw-in. So other matches, as I said, going on. RPA Leichhardt leading Sydney Olympic 3-0 after 65 minutes of play. Feeney now trying to get around. He finds Alfaraja's chest there. That's to Douglas. She kicks over the top down to Ellie Head. Was looking to pass it there to Lottie Mortlock, but will go out, and there will be a throw into the Rangers through Trista Serta. Feeney overplayed there by Alfaraja. She gets around. One of the Tigers players there. Now we played by Camilleri. Here's a chance now. Alfaraja kicks it long. And goes down the safe hands there of Anna Norton. Currently over at the Village Green, it is Uni of New South Wales leading Gladesville Ravens in the women's match there. 1-0 at half-time. As Camilleri plays it now for the Rangers. Looking up her options, looking to pass it. Pass it to Alfaraja. Alfaraja getting around Feeney on the edge of the 18-yard box, but stolen beautifully there by Feeney. Unfortunately, that will go out. And that will be a corner to the not to the Northern Tigers, I'm sorry, to the home side, the Western Sydney Rangers, to be taken by Camilleri. Meanwhile, in the men's match between Manly United and Rockdale Willendon, it's Manly leading at half-time, 1-0. Meanwhile here, it is 0-0 between the Western Sydney Rangers and the Tigers as Camilleri comes in, but will go into the side of the net. And there will be a goal kick to the Tigers. So next week in NPL New South Wales Women's, the matches to come next week in round number 8 of the competition, match day 8, sees the Northern Tigers taking on Sydney University SFC next Saturday night on Anzac night at 6:30. As Feeney now passes it, but we'll find Milan Jovanovic instead, and will be a throw into the Western Sydney Rangers. Serta looking to find someone to throw it to, and finds Camilleri, but good steal there by Chloe Wallendale. Down to Feeney, the captain Waiting for Lily McMahon to come into the side to inject some freshness to this Tigers squad. And don't forget, we do have one player that's making potentially her debut tonight. Claire Fulton. Along that eastern edge. Here's a chance now for the Tigers. But instead, Horn gets the ball back. Being chased there by Tanae Morris. Down now to Vasiliadis. Looking to pass it to Serta. Being chased there and intercepted there by Feeney. But it will be a Rangers ball with a throw in. So matches next week, as I said. Tigers taking on Sydney University at North Turramurra on Anzac night at 6:30. On Sunday, RPA Leichhardt to take on the Uni of New South Wales. Chance now for Camilleri. She has going to strike, but blocked beautifully by Burton. Great block there by the Jilco player. Now it will be Morris that will play the advantage. Intercepted there by Hung for the Rangers. Call is foul conceded by the Tigers, and it will be a Rangers free kick. But what about that block there by Burton? As Camilleri was looking to size up the strike there. And I say that she's a dual co-player, played as a fly half for the Western Force and Super W. And now, of course, playing association football. This ball's been challenged between Holly Williams and Ellie Head. And there will be a Rangers throw-in through Serta. Down now to Silva. Back to Serta. She just lets that ball bounce off her body. That's been well. Grab of the body there on Ellie Head, and Rangers concede a free kick with that foul. Gone almost 7 minutes in this second half. Good overhead. Here's a chance now for the Tigers through Rosie Ewan, and there will be a Tigers throw-in. Going out to Bernardi. Ewan, back to Bernardi. Down to Hung, but Hung kicks it long and away, and it will be taken up by the Tigers. Down to Norton. Has Douglas. Good pass, but finds Raiders' feet instead. Here's a chance now for Vasiliadis, but it's been intercepted back to the Tigers. Wallendale goes long. Down to Burton. What a block that was before. Down to Ewan. Good pass on the eastern side. Ewan goes long. She's looking for Morris, but was looking to just strike that straight into the back of the neck, but it goes high and straight into the safe hands there of Brianna Clark. So next Sunday, continuing on the matches played next week, as Wallendale free headers that down to Mostagimi. RPA Leichhardt take on the Uni of New South Wales. Come back to that. Head gets around Williams, but intercepted brilliantly there by Johnson. The Western Sydney Wanderers continue their charge to the top of the ladder. They'll take on Manly United next week at Wanderers Football Park. The game at RPA Leichhardt will be at Lambert Park, 2:15, whilst the games are at 5 o'clock for the Wanderers, and the Illawarra Stingrays down at Lakelands Oval down in Dapto. They'll be taking on the Western Sydney Rangers next Sunday down south. Gladesville will take on Bulls FC Academy next Sunday at 5:10 at Christie Park, whilst Hills United take on Spirit FC at Valentine Sports Park at the home of Football New South Wales at 5:30, and then at 22:06 on Sunday it'll be Sydney Olympic taking on the Macarthur Rams. Douglas now. She'll kick it long, looking to find Lottie Mortlock, but good play there by Serta. Passes it now to Vasiliadis. Instead, we'll find Douglas and comes off the shoulder there of Vasiliadis instead, and that'll be a throw into the... In fact, it was Serta, I'm sorry. There will be a throw into Feeney for the Tigers. Goes over the top of the head there of Morris. We'll find Alex Horn. Tigers coaching staff shouting, work together, get the job done. Good block there by Wallendale. And the calls are, it will be a Tigers throw in. They're saying that it came off the Rangers' feet. Good afternoon football so far. Head, pass it to Morris. She'll play the advantage on the edge of the 18-yard box. And that'll be a free kick to the Tigers. Just outside that 18-yard box. They would have loved for that to have been a penalty, but it'll just be a free kick for the moment. And it will be Chloe Wallendale that will take the free kick. Set play in place, getting in place now, I should say, for both sides. It's the Tigers now look to get themselves ready for a potential first goal, but can they do it? Rangers have been very good with their defence so far tonight. Two-person wall right in front of Wallendale. Over the top. Oh, it goes over the top of the net. It was intention was perfect there for Wallendale, but unfortunately too much pepper on that kick and goes over the top of the crossbar. So goal kick to the Rangers. Still nil all the score. In the 12th minute of the second half. Head. Chance now for the Tigers once more. Down to Lottie Mortlock. Good pass to Wallendale. Back to Mortlock. But intercepted by the Rangers. Good defence by Mortlock. Pass it to Feeney. Feeney, she'll go long. She's looking to find Bernardi, but instead we'll find Hook. Camilleri. She has the ball back once more, but intercepted by the Tigers. Down to Ewan. That eastern side. Lottie Mortlock, here we go. Here's a chance now. Hun and Morris challenging. Hun gets the ball. But intercepted and taken by the Tigers. Blocked there by the Rangers and struck by the Tigers and saved there by Clark. Tigers play the advantage through Silva. Camilleri now. Looking to get around Ewan. She does so successfully. Keeps possession. Down to the eastern side. Played by Johnson. Long kick. But Norton picks it up safely. And down to Lottie Mortlock once more. Looking to get around Faciliadis. Wallendale. Ooh, clash of bodies there with Despina. But Wallendale plays the advantage. Down to Hung. Still anyone's contest here in this round 7 fixture. Good intercept by Bernardi, but the ball goes back to the Rangers. It's a long kick too. Free-headed there by Keach. Down to Head for the Tigers. Passes it down to Lottie Mortlock once more. Well, she was looking to get around a Rangers player, but it was intercepted and stolen away by the Rangers. As Wallendale defends that from Afaraja. Down to Douglas. Sorry, to Morris, I'm sorry. Douglas is in the backfield of play. Now to Keach. Keach goes long. Looking for Douglas. But instead, it's Clark that saves the day once more. Into the 15th minute of the second half here. The 60th minute of play. Wallendale. Defending from Vasiliadis and Alfaraja. Down to Mortlock. But instead stolen away by the Rangers once more. Williams looking to get around Lottie, but there will be a Rangers throw in. Brought back in by Serta. Douglas. Bernardi is looking to find Morris. She does so. Gets around Camilleri. Looking to pass it to Mortlock. That will go out a little too much there for Mortlock to try and keep it in play. It will be a throw into the Rangers once more. 61st minute of play here at Popondetta Park. Still 0-0 the score between Western Sydney and the Northern Tigers. Wallendale, but stolen magnificently there by the Rangers. Stolen back. That was stolen there by Silva. But the Tigers have the ball back to Tegan Douglas. Keach now. And the Ewan. Bernardi. Unfortunately, that pass a little too much there, and will be another Rangers throw in. Bo Burton there, but will be a free kick. Foul conceded by the Tigers. No, it's a throw in. Both sides putting up strong challenges. Still in the second half. Down to Serta. She's looking to get around Lottie Mortlock. Goes to Camilleri. And she'll dribble it up to near the 18-yard box. She's looking to find now Alfaraja, but taken by Norton. And Norton looks like she's clashed her head there with the knees of Alfaraja, and that is a yellow card for Rakaya Alfaraja. And Norton, thankfully, is okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely a collision. Just looking back on the vision, and Brady Fisher having no hesitation to give the yellow card to Rakaya Alfaraja. So 2 yellow cards to the Rangers tonight. The other one being Maria Mostagimi. Down to Feeney. Alfaraja not going to stop her attack and defence despite getting that yellow card. Free header off the head there of the Rangers. Okay. Substitutions in place now. Bo Burton will finish up for the night after a little over an hour of playing. Coming on, Saffron Grass, her first match for season 2026. And also coming on, the captain, Lily McMahon. And she is on now. So there must have been a substitution during that halftime break. But definitely Saffron Grass, her first chance. Going, well, Morris, trying to do that free header. No yellow card this time. Douglas needs that one off. Down to McMahon, the captain. McMahon will play the advantage, being shoved there by Vasiliadis, but Vasiliadis gets the ball. She'll look to pass it now to Alfaraja. Alfaraja has to chase it. She'll pass it now to Hook. Hook. I'm going to get around McMahon. She'll have a strike of the ball, but that will go just past the left goal post there for Anna Norton. So it'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. So 2 substitutions already made by the Northern Tigers. Lily McMahon, the captain, on now for the Tigers. And, of course, Bo Burton finishing up for the night, handing over the reins to Saffron Grass, her first match for season 2026. Great to see Saffron back in the side. As Wallendale plays it, comes off McMahon, but it then comes off Faraja's feet. Throw into the Tigers. Wellendale brings it back in, finds Head. That falls over in the process. Tigers get the have to defend now as the Rangers now try and keep playing the ball, but they'll get the throw in. Now Serta brings it back in to Camilleri. In fact, it's Silver, I'm sorry. Mostagimi. A pressure being applied now by the Tigers. Kicked long there by Clark. Challenged there by Camilleri and Grass. Head looking to play the advantage, but instead it'll be out on the western side. Throw into the Rangers once more. So we've got just under 20 minutes of play remaining. Play on as a call. There was calls for a foul. Alfaraja has the ball now for the Rangers. She'll bring it up to the 18-yard box. Being challenged by Douglas. She'll pass it. But there's no one in sight to take the ball there. And Hook is like, what is going on? And the Tigers get the ball back and they'll play the advantage along the eastern side now. Right there by Lottie Mortlock. Down to Ewan. Ewan will play the advantage. Intercepted there by Hung once more. Oh, here's a chance by Lily McMahon. But blocked there by the Rangers once more. Down now to Douglas. She'll just let that ball bounce. She'll play it past Alfaraja. Wallendale. Now to Grass. Down to Morris. Once again, she'll kick it. Looking to find McMahon. She has the ball still. Well, it's been kicked away by the Rangers. The Rangers are saying, whatever you're trying to do to us, Tigers, we're going to fight with fire. And that's what they're doing right now. Alfaraja. Played advantage now by Vasiliadis. Free-headed by Bernardi. In fact, Saffron Grass, I'm sorry. And it will be a free throw, but Alfaraja on the ground. And she'll be tended to. And such is the fast pace of this match. Some of the Rangers players getting some replenishment. Whilst we're waiting for play to resume. Give you updates around the grounds for this time being. Between RPA Leichhardt and Sydney Olympic. They're into stoppage time now in the second half. And RPA Leichhardt on their way to another victory. 4-1, leading Sydney Olympic at this point at Lambert Park. Meanwhile at Cromer Field, Manly are leading Rockdale Willendon 2-0. That's in NPL New South Wales men's, those matches. Meanwhile in NPL New South Wales women's, the match between the Uni of New South Wales and Gladesville. As players get back into position, it will be a throw-in. It's still the Uni of New South Wales leading 1-0 over Gladesville Ravens. So they're approaching near the 70-minute mark. Vasiliadis brings it back into play. Bit of body slamming there. Down now to Johnson, being chased now. As we're seeing Alfaraja coming back in. So Rangers temporarily down to 10 players, back to a full set. Meanwhile at Sydney University, it is the Uni leading Macarthur 2-0. In fact, make it 3-0 just now in the 64th minute of play. Played now by Bernardi. Here's a chance for Ellie Head. But deflected away by Alex Hung, and it will be a goal corner kick to the Northern Tigers to be taken by Lottie Mortlock. The shouts of good luck, everyone, as Lottie Mortlock lines it up. Mortlock comes in. Head trying to get that one. She does! Ellie Head. That's a third goal of the season, and that free header into the back of the net puts the Northern Tigers in front. She's been a fantastic signing for the Northern Tigers since joining from Watford, and she adds her third goal of the season in NPL New South Wales Women's. And in the 71st minute of play, Western Sydney Rangers 0, Northern Tigers 1. It took that corner kick from Lottie Mortlock and finding the free head there of Ellie Head, no pun intended, to see themselves in front finally after 70 minutes of play. Well, that is the tonic that the Tigers needed. Well, what can the Western Sydney Rangers do? They've had their chances so far. And there's another at least 18 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this match to equalise and potentially take the lead. So it's definitely not over by a long shot. As it goes out on the eastern side, it'll be a throw into the home side. Still no changes yet for the Rangers in terms of substitutions. Gets through the feet there and will be played by Head. Finding Saffron Grass. Grass just settles the play. Looking to confuse Serta. Douglas gets around Serta. That was good too. Now to Bernardi. Bernardi passes it back to Izzy Keach. Down to Rosie Ewan. Here's a chance again. Strike now by... Another attempt by Ellie Head, but it's been blocked by the Western Sydney Rangers. She would love to have gone the double, but it will be a corner kick to the Northern Tigers. They come in now. It's long. Was looking to find Lily McMahon, but the Tigers get the ball back. Ewan will find... Oh, no. Ooh, lucky there for Brianna Clark that didn't drop and go into the goal there. We saw last week when the Gladstone Ravens took on Manly. Manly conceded an own goal through Ruby Jackson. They definitely don't want to do that. Goes over the top of the head. Alfarage will play the advantage. Was challenged there by Douglas. There's no foul there. They'll play on. Challenged there by Grass. Here's a chance for Alfarage, which will pass it now. Chance to be taken by Silva, and it's blocked successfully by Anna Norton. Tigers, they take the advantage. Dribbling it up there was Rosie Ewan. Now, Morris. Ewan again. Morris weighing it up. She's looking for Head. Blocked away by Clark. We'll find the Tigers once more. Down to Lottie Mortlock. But the call is that'll go out, and there will be some substitutions being made by the Western Sydney Rangers after almost 75 minutes of play. So Claire Holder comes on, as does Sienna Gagahan. Here's a chance now, but successfully blocked there by the Tigers, or by the Rangers. Pushes there. It is a free kick conceded by the Tigers, so free kick to be taken by the Rangers. Advantage played by Mostagimi. Down to Camilleri. Oh, good intercept by Douglas. His head. She'll strike it. But that will go over the top of the crossbar. Intention was good there for Ellie Head. There will be a goal kick to the Western Sydney Rangers as we're into the final 15 minutes of play. Into the 76th minute. Long kick. Finds Bernardi. Head will play the advantage. Bernardi. Here's the advantage now to be played. Blocked there by Hung. It was played by Lila McMahon. No, it's not. It was Lottie Mortlock. On the eastern side, they'll get the throw in, the Tigers, through. In fact, it will be a throw into the Rangers. Morris. Chance for Head once more. And saved by Clark. They said it was out. It was taken out, but Brady Fisher said no. Play on is the call. Goal kick to be taken by the Rangers. We'll find Serta. It goes over the top, and it will be played by Lily McMahon. Being challenged there by Holder. Serta will now play the ball for the Rangers. Kicks it long, looking for Holder. But headed back by Douglas. Holder steals it. Down to Hook. But Norton says no, no, no. Saves that one brilliantly once again for the Tigers. Mortlock down to Ewan. Ewan dribbles it up. We'll pass it now to Morris. And she'll kick it long. But we'll find the feet there of Williams. So they get the ball back, the Rangers. I know time is starting to run out fast here at Poppendetta Park. Challenge for the ball. No trauma there on Mostagimi by the Tigers. Down to Wellendale. She passes it back to Douglas. Intercepted by Hook. They play the advantage, but there's no one there for the Rangers to play the advantage. And the Tigers get the ball. Played now by Izzy Keach. Mortlock. Here's a chance now, near the edge of the 18-yard box. Down to McMahon. Morris. But intercepted there by the Rangers. Goes out. Will be a throw into the Northern Tigers. And that'll be taken by Rosie Ewan. Approaching the final 10 minutes of play here at Poppendetta Park. Goes over the top. Here's a chance now for Head. Looking to get around a couple of Rangers players. Here's Wellendale with a strike, but saved there by Brianna Clark again. Hook down to Mostagimi. Camilleri plays the advantage with that dribble up. Looking to find it. Well, she's looking to find out Farrager, and Camilleri is absolutely disgusted with herself with that pass. And instead finds Anna Norton as Holder was coming in to try and steal it away. And Norton had to pick that up quickly. Jovanovic down below me, barking some instructions, but it's a little bit more calmer on my right side where Fingerity is watching on now for the Tigers. They know they have that 1-goal lead, but it's still not over by a long shot. They play the advantage now through Lottie Mortlock, but intercepted away by the Rangers through Camilleri. Past the hook. It will be taken back by the Tigers. Down to Grass. And Grass will settle the play down to Douglas. So we're into the final 10 minutes of play. The 81st minute of this round 7 fixture between the Northern Tigers and the home side, the Western Sydney Rangers. Strike now for the Tigers. It's being chased now by Morris, but has to be saved there by Clark, and she'll throw it down to Serda. Mostagimi. Oh, good intercept by Ellie Head, but it's been taken back by the Tigers through Serda. She dribbles it up, looking to find now Sienna Gagahan. But Bernardi plays it. Good pass to Chloe Wallendale. Wallendale just seeing her options. To Bernardi once again. Long cut pass, but headed back by Saffron Grass after that. Header there by Mostagimi. Now it's Head. Head looking for Lottie Mortlock on the eastern side, which she does now. Strike now. Goes over, across the face. McMahon trying to get her body in there. And that will be a Tigers ball. Kick by Williams. The Rangers play the advantage. And foul conceded by the Tigers. Rangers get the free kick. Handball is the call. Alex Hall will take the free kick for the home side. Time fast running out. 7 minutes 50 remaining on the clock. We're in the 83rd minute of play before stoppage time. We'll find Chloe Wallendale, and she giggles a little bit. Oops. As that one goes out, free throw into the Rangers. Goes long, but we'll find Tegan Douglas instead. But stolen away there by Holder. Now it is Hook. Hook looking to pass it back to Holder, but instead it's been taken away by McMahon. She'll play the advantage. Finds Bernard. Well, it's been blocked there by Mostagimi. Played now by Ewan. Down to Lottie Mortlock. Mortlock just doing a little bit of ball skills there. To Izzy Keach. Mortlock goes long. Good pass there by Grass, but finds Alfaraja instead for the Rangers. Clark goes, kicks it long, but finds the feet of Rosie Ewan instead. She's been applied the pressure there by Silva. Long kick. Looking to find McMahon. And that will be a goal kick to the Rangers once again. Approaching the 84th minute of play. Approaching the final 6 minutes of this match plus stoppage time. The Tigers have the advantage. Long kick. Down to Serda for the Rangers. She'll dribble it up past the halfway along the western side. Looking to find Holder. Oh, missed time there was Mostagimi, and she knew she missed time that kick there. She's not happy with herself. It will be a Tigers throw-in. They'll be taken by Chloe Wallendale. Looking to go to Tanae, finds Ellie Head. Was looking to find Tanae Morris. That was the call there by Fingerity. Says throw to Tanae, throw it to Tanae. Instead, goes out. Will be a throw in to Chloe Wallendale. Into the 85th minute of play here at Popondetta Park. Mostagimi. An attempt of a steal there by McMahon. They play the advantage, but no, it's no advantage to the Tigers. And a yellow has been given to the Tigers to Tanae Morris. So the first one of the match to the Tigers. In fact, it's not even Tanae Morris. It looks like it is... it looks like it might have been Lily McMahon that was the one at fault. So Lily McMahon... No, it is Tanae Morris. That's what I thought. So Tanae Morris goes into the book to join Rukaya Alfarajo and Maria Mostagimi tonight. Douglas will take the free kick for the Tigers. We're into the final 5 minutes of play. And it's a corner to the Northern Tigers. You think if they can get another goal here, it'll be job done. They'll get the 3 points. Still not over yet because the Rangers can still equalise. Approaching the end of this match. There's still plenty of time. So the 3 points are definitely not guaranteed for the visitors. Three corners apiece between both sides. Pushed away there by Clark, and that will be another corner to the Tigers. No, it's not. It actually came off the Tigers instead. I thought it might have been a corner. The call is it's goal kick to the home side as we're approaching 3.5 minutes until the end of the match plus stoppage time. Mostagimi. No issues with that tackle there by Beth Bernardi. And that'll be a throw into the Tigers as they look to seal the deal here with the 3 points. And get their third win of the season. To go 3 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses up in the season. Long kick. Looking for Douglas. But deflected away by the Rangers, and it will be another throw in to the Tigers. It was being chased by Chloe Wallendale, and she will bring it back into play. Head. But intercepted again by the Rangers. Another throw into the Tigers. Call is, it's a throw into the Rangers. So first little bit of good luck in the last minute or so. They know they have to equalise to salvage a draw. But they'll be thinking more of a win if they can get 2 quick goals. Head plays it, looking to find McMahon. She does so, but clash of bodies there. No yellow card. There will be a throw into the Tigers. 100 seconds remaining in this match plus stoppage time. Another throw in. And the Tigers will appreciate this time wasting here because it means it brings them closer. Challenge now for Head. She'll pass it now down to Chloe Wallendale. Sizes up her options down to Grass. Grass being pressured by Holder. Now to Douglas. Douglas passes it down to Izzy Keach. Keach dribbles it up, passes it. Looking to find Grass. That's a good pass. Chloe ready to take the ball, but that well executed there. But there's a bit of a, challenge with the ball. Goes to the corner. Still trying to keep hold of the ball. Bodies falling over. And it will be it'll be a corner to the, is it a corner or a throw in to the, it is a corner to the Tigers. We're into the final minute of play. 30 seconds before stoppage time. Another throw into the Tigers. I appreciate this time wastage because they know it's just closer to full time. To Morris. Calls have held there, being held back. Wellendale has the ball. We're now into stoppage time. It'll be just another couple of minutes before it's job done. For the Northern Tigers. And there will be a goal kick to the Western Sydney Rangers. Advantage played by the Tigers. Bernardi to head. Head going to the eastern side, looking for Lottie Mortlock. But she'll play it herself. 2 minutes of added time that's been the call there by Liam Wall. So there's only not much time left. Uni New South Wales, they're approaching stoppage time themselves. They're still leading Gladesville Ravens 1-0. That's in that match. Meanwhile, Sydney Uni and Macarthur, that match. The match currently looks like it's 4-0 the scoreline. Just having a look at the last check. We're into the second minute of stoppage time. Mostagini plays the ball. Well, still 3-0. Long kick now by Hung. We'll find Rosie Ewan. It's still 3-0 at Sydney Uni. It will be a free kick to the home side. Time's running out. Well, it's a 3. In fact, it's 3-1 in favour of Uni over Macarthur. So Macarthur getting a goal back. Another throw into the Rangers. Comes off the header there for the Tigers. Head kicks it out. It'll be another throw in. Tigers just want that full-time whistle to be played. Long kick. Be found by McMahon. She kicks it over the top. And that will do it for the Northern Tigers. They'll get the 3 points over the Western Sydney Rangers. It was that header from the corner kick off Lottie Mortlock to Ellie Head to get the 3 points and the job done for the visitors. They'll head back to the North Shore of Sydney, the upper North Shore, with a big win. Western Sydney Rangers 0, Northern Tigers 1. Ellie Head with the winning goal in the 70th minute of play, and they'll get the 3 points that they deserve so much. Commiserations to the Western Sydney Rangers. They put their heart, their soul, their bodies on the line. And they had their chances, but unfortunately, they couldn't get the 3 points that they were looking for this afternoon and this evening. What a game. Hope you enjoyed that on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. And we're looking forward to more action next week in round number 8 of NPL New South Wales Women's. The Tigers will take on Sydney University next Saturday night on Anzac night at 6:30. Meanwhile, the Western Sydney Rangers will head down to Wollongong and to the Illawarra Stingrays at Lakelands Oval in Dapto, where they'll take on the Western Sydney. They'll take on the Illawarra Stingrays, the Western Sydney Rangers. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. We'll look forward to your company next time you join us for more NPL New South Wales women's football. Until then, it's Connor McNally saying good night, with the Northern Tigers getting the deserved 3 points over the home side, the Western Sydney Rangers. Thanks for watching. Bye.